everyone, you love the music, now be a part of the movement. Press Play is building a home for artists and fans just like you, and now you can help shape it. All you gotta do is go to pressplay.me and grab you some merch and wear it really loud and really proud, and of course buy it for everybody you know. And know that you're helping musicians and music stay real, independent, and alive. And here's something really special. You can send a personal message to the artist of your choice. If we've done an interview with them, you have an opportunity to write them a note. You can write them a small message, or you can write them a whole letter, and it will go directly to them. Just click the link on any of our interviews, write from the heart, and let your voice be heard. So tune in, rock with us, and press play. Get the gear, send the love. Music lives when the fans do. No, wait, we have to record this.
Okay, Tina, you ready? You get me hot, Cherie. How long got all over me? Okay,
Is it my love? I love it.
Woo! Oh, I got chills. That was good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I sing it a lot. It's like actually, confession, it's one of my top 10 favorite songs of all time.
Is that right?
It is. When I found out we were interviewing you, I was so excited. I was like, yes.
Oh my God, I'm honored. Thank you.
Yeah.
One of my top 10s too. I'd like to take a break from that song and not have to play it every single fucking event. Oh, can I speak French?
You can curse. You can curse, yeah.
Okay. You can speak French.
Okay,
Italian or whatever.
Okay, oui. No, I love the song. Do you know that song came to us from Dana Strum from the band Slaughter?
Yeah, Dana.
Yeah, Dana brought that song and said, you guys, this was pre-Hardline. This was brunette when we had the big long hair and stuff. Mm-hmm. And you guys would sound great doing this song. It should have been a smash hit, and you guys can make it a smash hit. And we did.
Yes, you did.
I call that song I was in my young 20s. I call that my house song. I bought my first house off of that song. It did very, very well.
Yeah, it did.
It was cool. Anyway, hi guys, what's happening?
Hi. We haven't even done an introduction. We started with you two singing in the beginning, so everybody's going to see that. Hey, everybody, I'm the Don. This is Press Play Radio Conversations. I've got Tina, our CEO here, and music lover as well. And we've got the great Johnny from Hardline here, that vocalist you hear on Hot Cherie and many other great songs. Great to have you, man.
Thank you, Don. Thank you. Thank you, Tina. Thanks for your support for my 120 or 130 albums. And
yeah,
good stuff.
You know, well, it's interesting. You know, we were talking about obviously Hot Cherie and that's what I love about that song is it's so unconventional because in the verse it's there's no there's a pauses all throughout the verse, which and then your voice is over the pauses, which is just fantastic.
Too long. Yeah, it's that sometimes those spaces, Don, drive power.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? You know, a lot of young writers are just overplaying. Just come on, you need space. The song needs to breathe. You know, and so that song did it. You know what's interesting? So when Hardline was formed, Neil Sean did not know that we didn't write that song. He thought we wrote that song. He goes, this song is a freaking smash. We got to put it on our Hardline record. And he goes, my God, Johnny, what great songwriting. I said, oh, thanks, Neil, but I didn't write the song. It was one of those. He's like, what? And that's when I knew it was going to be very, very special because people, even great, massive artists like Neil Sean from Journey, never heard the song before. So it just worked. And I always have just special thanks for Dana Strum for bringing that song to us and helping us bring it to life. And then we took it from there, and that's it.
You sure did. And so Tina, why don't you, and we got other songs to talk about because Hardline's just an amazing band with so many great songs, but talk about that experience with you. Since it's a song story, what does Hot Cherie mean to you?
Oh boy. Taking you back into my younger days here, but no, I mean, for me, Hot Cherie was like, when it first came out, I just thought, wow, this song is so sexy. And you know, I'm in my young 20s at this time, and I'm like, that's
Yeah,
me.
baby.
But it also kind of encapsulates, and how I brought it into my now 50s, how it encapsulates how, you know, that that one line where it says, I want what you got all over me.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's like, how else do you put it when it's like just that, right? So to me, it's always been that, and I've always just thought it was a super super sexy song. And
Well,
I think
first of
it
all,
literally is one of those songs that turns me on. I don't know if music does this to you guys,
ooh,
but there is a, that's right. There is a subset of songs that actually I find arousing, and that's one of them.
okay, well, let's play that song right now. Turn it on. No, just kidding. First of all, Tina, I have to say thank you.
You're welcome.
Um,
No, thank you.
when you were beginning to speak about the song, I would have never guessed ever that you were even born when the song came out. So God bless you.
Wow.
I would have thought that you were in your young 30s.
Oh,
And
thank you. I get that a lot.
yeah, and you should. So I am okay, good. Welcome to the 50s club. And I'm glad you're aroused, still aroused by Hot
Right?
Cherie.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Isn't that
funny.
odd? Right? I'm
You know,
sorry. Hey,
No,
you asked.
it's great.
well, what's
No.
interesting is that, you know, you mentioned about the stripping song, like as back in the dancing club, the dancers, right? And
Yeah.
we said one topic would be an interesting one is songs that take you to that. I was sharing with Tina that when I was 20 years old, the job I was working for flew me to Canada, and it was an IT job, but they after hours like, hey, let's go to this place. It was like the Golden Saloon in Toronto, and I'm 20 years old, and I walk in there, and it's a full nude, full bar strip club.
Shame on you.
And I'm like, well, hold on, I'm 20, and I'm like, my eyeballs are bugging out of my head. And the girl comes out to Twice as Hard by the Black Crowes, and I swear every time that song plays, I'm in that club as a 20-year-old.
Nipples. Yeah, you got two nipples for a dime. You know, we used to have a joke. So I didn't realize. I hate to use this word. Like, I didn't realize I was famous or a rock star. Those crazy. I just hate that. I didn't realize that until you see a stripper dancing to your songs.
Oh,
when
yeah.
you see a stripper dancing to your songs, you're like, wow, guys, we made it.
Our song has made it. That's
We
right.
made
That's
it,
what
baby.
they say.
Did you see someone dance to Hot Cherie?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All the time.
That's
all
awesome.
the time. Not that I was in strip clubs all the time. Okay, so here's some weird fact.
Okay.
So I was never that rock guy that wanted to, after the show, to go hunt down women.
Mm-hmm.
I was very dedicated to my girlfriend, wife, and I sat in the tour bus and most times read medical journals. I was really into health, and I wanted to actually be a doctor, even though I don't have the memory capacity to be a doctor. I studied gastroenterology. Really shitty.
Wow.
That joke.
But I'm bummed. Yeah.
So every guys were at the, band and crew were at different clubs, and I'm learning about enzyme flow and
Right.
reading the Harvard medical journals and the Yale medical journals. Anyway, I'm strange. I'm very strange. I will just admit that.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's my degree is actually in medicine, so I totally am right there with you.
Oh, right on. Yeah, I just love it. I used to say back then, I go, okay, this is really going to date my shit. I used to be angry. I'm go, you know more about your VCR than you do how your body works. You should know how your body works.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, VCR. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's still blinking 12 o'clock in some places.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, let me ask you. I was telling Tina this beforehand. I go, I always think of Hardline as a band from the '80s, but really, your first album came out, Double Eclipse, in '92. And we were close with Bill Leverty of Firehouse, and they were so both of your bands were hitting after the '80s, just before grunge hit, and we think about how still great rock was in the early '90s, or that glam hair, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
was still powerful. What did grunge do to you guys? Did hit you in the gut, or did you?
Oh, it not only hit us in the gut, it gutted us.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it took us out. Interesting story, you guys. I don't talk about this too often. Um, but I remember recording Hardline. We were in the studio, and a very, very strong musical presence, John Kolodner. I don't know if you know the
Yeah,
name.
I know that name. Yeah, I know that
Okay,
name.
so John was responsible for Guns N' Roses,
Yeah, yeah.
Aerosmith, just big, big. And John came into the studio because he's, friends of Neil's and stuff. And he listened to the album and goes, fuck, this is a great, great album, but too bad for you guys. It's
Mm-hmm.
over. And we're like, what do you mean it's over? It's like, yeah, MTV's not going to play a video anymore. I'm like, what are you talking about? MTV's not going to play a video. This guy was so on the cusp and on the pulse of what was happening in music. And he goes, this is what's going to happen. He played me Pearl Jam, and all of a sudden I'm like, I'm like, what the fuck is this? This isn't singing. What is this? I had no concept about, or no grasp at all on what was about to happen. And he was right, and it happened, and it took us the hell out. But here's what was interesting is MCA Records, now Universal Music, wanted us to continue. They're like, you guys can conform to this. You don't have to be like a grunge band, but you guys have the talent to be able to shift a little bit. But we refuse to do it because I'm like, no, I'm not going to sing like that. I love melody. It's who I am. And I have to stay true to the art, and whatever, I'll take the hit. And I did. And the record deal went away, and I needed a lot of therapy after that. Not real therapy, but you go through something like that. You're in your young 20s, you have an $8.5 million record deal, and you have two top 10 Billboard top 10 songs. Taking Me Down was actually the first single, and then Hot Cherie, and then Can't Find My Way. And both those songs went into the top 10. And then all of a sudden, Here Today, Gone Tomorrow Afternoon, not even the full day. And you're like, now what?
Right.
But so I took some time to rediscover and stuff like that. But those were heavy times, big changes for music. I still don't know where we're at musically. What's prominent? What, I don't know what's going on. So luckily for me, I've been a professional musician literally since I'm 11 years old. I don't remember many days in school. I had a lot of tutoring. I was touring. We worked hard. It's when my friends were playing with Tonka toys, I was in the studio writing songs at 8 years old. I'm
What
playing,
were
I'm
you
writing.
doing? What were like okay, so what were you involved in at 8 years old that you were touring and playing?
A lot of drugs. No, no drugs at all.
Fantastic.
Zero, zero,
8-year-olds
zero,
out there, just listen up.
zero,
Crack like
zero, zero.
Gerber. Yeah.
So I'll give you a little bit of background. I'll try to be terse. Um, I started out in theater when
Mhm.
I was 8 years old. I did a lot of off-Broadway. I was really into acting. I had my own kids show. I was a host of a television show. I worked freaking hard. I didn't really fit into the normal kid thing. Let's go ride our bikes. I did, of course, but let's go dig a hole and eat worms and shit. I had this weird creative thing, and I wanted to show people the gift that I've been given. And
I'm gonna
uh,
stop you real quick.
yeah,
Do you
yeah.
believe in reincarnation? Is this something that came through from a different life?
No, I don't
No.
believe in reincarnation at all. I was raised a Catholic boy.
Okay.
Which I don't support the whole Catholic thing now, but no, I'm a good Christian boy. Well, I'm a
Hmm.
Christian boy. I don't know if I'm a good Christian boy, but I'm a Christian boy. And no, I just believe that
You were
I was
just
given
born with this thing.
I was
Yeah.
given a gift, and my parents recognized it, and they supported me. I quit school to pursue music. And I just knew at 8 years old that I wasn't interested in playing with Tonka toys. I want to write songs, and I want, I want to make people happy with
Hmm.
whether I was acting or performing. And at 11 years old, I was now a professional paid actor with my SAG card and the whole thing, being called by directors, please, will you come and read for this show and Broadway and this, that, and the other. And I had a rock show at the same time. I was the drummer and singer of my brother's band called Phase. And I never took a lesson to learn an instrument. I just watched and learned from my brother's little high school bands, and they rehearsed every day, and I would just watch. And it just, I don't know, I can't explain it. There was a conflict between an acting performance and a rock show. My parents said, okay, pick, dude. You want to be an actor or do you want to be a musician? And I said, oh man, the girls in the front row. We don't have that in the theater.
Right.
I'm going music.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to tell you guys a cool story. Do you mind that I talk? I'm a singer.
No, you go for it. I'm loving this.
Here's a cool story, you guys. So I'm living in Howard Beach, Queens. This is mafia land, okay? My neighbor was John Gotti. Maybe you heard of Gotti.
Boy. Yeah.
This is my neighbor, right? And it's getting a little crazy in the 70s, and I'm a little baby. And my parents decide, we're going to move out of this neighborhood, and we're going to go to the Amish country of Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Oh, boy. Mm-hmm.
That was a transition, right? So from like mafia to cornfield. And it was cool. But it didn't quite fit the culture of rock and roll. And I'll never forget this, you guys. So this is when I really made the strong transition into that's it, full force. I toured, and to answer your question, Tina, I toured clubs up and down the East Coast, up and down Florida, all the way up. We worked every weekend playing in every bar shithole we could to play our music. Mm-hmm. We had our own PA, our own lights. My father and my mother sacrificed. They had freaking holes in their shoes so that we could have the great guitar we needed or whatever. They really believed in us, and incredible parents. Still, I mean, my father's passed, but my mother still so proud. So I'm now in maybe freshman, sophomore in high school, barely there. And every Monday, I'm exhausted. I'm not going to school. Friday, I'm not going to school. And I would hand in a note, sore throat, stomach ache, my ass hurts, I don't know, whatever, elbow,
love it.
Whatever kind of bullshit. Finally, the principal calls me to the office and says, all right, we see you in the newspaper all the time. We know you have a music career and you're doing, but you can't possibly be sick every Friday and Monday. Just tell us the truth. Okay, here's where it gets so fun. That week, Paul Stanley from Kiss calls my house, gets my number because he had like a demo tape thing, and says, I'm getting into producing. I'd like to hear more music that you're working on. Like, okay, we absolutely. So I tell my mom, fuck this school. I'm not going to school this week. I'm going into the studio and I'm going to work on new music. And that's what I did. My mother, Italian mother, used to have to scream, you have to eat. Come up. No. I'm 14 hours, 16 hours, 8. I don't move from the studio. Right. I had reel to reels. I'm playing the drums and I go to the guitar, then I'm going to the bass, then I'm going to sing and writing songs. Fast forward. My mom says to me, what do you want to write on your excuse to go back to school? I said, Mom, they want the truth. Here we are, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Amish country, horse and buggy kind of shit. And I said, Mom, they want the truth. So my mom writes, Dear Mr., I won't say his name, Paul Stanley from the rock group Kiss called the house. Okay, this is Pennsylvania. And so I hand in the excuse, and all of a sudden, Johnny Gioeli to the principal's office. I'm like, oh, here we go. And this guy screams at me. And he actually shoved me, too. If I told my dad, my Italian Sicilian father would have choked this guy.
Right.
So he said, you need an education, you need this. And I was always respectful, but at that moment I was so angry. I said, Mr. Whatever, I make more money in one day than you make in a fucking month. Mm-hmm. You're going to tell me what I need? Mm-hmm. I am more focused on what I want to do than any student in this entire school and maybe the whole faculty at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell me. And so I went home. I was just a wreck. And my parents said, "You're done.
Yep.
We support you. You're done." I said, "Thank you." And I said, "I am going to be successful in the music business." And we ate a lot of shit. Hardline in its in its newborn stage, I was poor, man. If I had a good piece of fruit, I'd label that nectarine and be like, "That's Johnny's nectarine. Don't touch it."
Don't eat it.
Yeah, I'll fucking kill you.
If there's anything that we need, it's connection, especially in the world that we live in today, which is exactly the reason why we created these cards, the Song Story game. We sit and we talk to artists all the time about the stories behind the songs, the story behind the songs that they loved when they were growing up. And so we put together a game that you can own now and put it on your coffee table. And there's a few different ways you can play it. You can play it just as a conversation starter. You can play it with couples and besties for points, or you can play it in a team setting. 3 different ways you can have a lot of fun talking about music. One of my favorite ways to play it is to actually answer the question, give a little detail, and then play the song. This game could go on for hours. It's entirely up to you, but get yours today at pressplay.me.
How do you get a guy like Neil Schon in? How does he join Hardline then?
Dude, we're Italian. We threaten his fucking life. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. No, so Neil Schon was married to my sister. They were together for about 8 years. Okay, yeah, but it's not like that. It's not like that.
No, okay.
We had a rule that we don't talk about music. We're family. We do Christmas and shit together, but we don't talk about music. We don't like, "Hey Neil, can you help us with this?" Yeah. What happened was really interesting. Is my brother and I had just given up on band members, and we were starting a project called Brothers. It was going to be like a hard rock Nelson thing. But
by the way, let me just say this. You want to talk about 2 Italian boy names, Johnny and Joey. I mean, you can't get any more Italian than that.
Okay, wait, no, it gets better. His middle name is Johnny, so he's Joey Johnny, and I'm Johnny Joey.
Oh my
You're like, Mom.
But your mom, I bet you your mom's
original.
I bet your mom's a hell of a cook, though. I bet you.
Shit. Yeah.
The meals must have been incredible.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, please. Look, the chills. You can't believe how my mother cooked. Incredible. So we're back. We're doing a holiday thing. And Joey and I are working on, I have my Ovation 12 string. I can picture the time. We're in the kitchen, my mother and father's home. So we're all together. My sister, we're all celebrating Christmas. And I'm playing the song that I wrote called Face the Night, which actually is recorded by Hardline, but never released. It's in the vault in Universal. And Neil comes running into the kitchen. He goes, "Give me the guitar. Give me the guitar. What are you playing?" I said, this, that. And his chord knowledge, he's so brilliant, this guy. And he took my chords and he expanded, and the song became this, whoa. And at that moment, I couldn't help it. I said, "Neil, are you interested in producing this Brothers album?" He goes, "Well, I'm busy. I'm working on the new Bad English record, but here's what we'll do. We'll go back to LA. You sit in my house and write all day. And then when I come home from the studio," because Neil's one of the hardest working guys in music that you probably have ever known. This guy's all day at the studio, and then he would come back to his house and work with me to the middle of the night. And we did that every day. And I wrote that Hardline album sitting with some basic little equipment. And when he came home and said, "Okay, I wrote this. This is called Change of Heart. I feel that change of," and all that shit, Can't Find My Way, all came from that house. And Neil fell in love with the music.
Mm-hmm.
He asked us, "Hey, can we form a band?" And I said, "No." I said, "No." He's like, "What the fuck? I'm Neil Schon." I said,
Right?
"No, it's not the vision. No." So he went back to my sister. He's like, "I can't believe you brothers don't want me to do a band with me." He was really upset about it. And I took some time to think about it. And Joey and I said, "Listen, this can't be a bad thing. Listen what he's done to help us bring these songs to like a whole new level." Really, he did. And Neil
and,
doesn't.
and let's put this in perspective. This is
Yeah.
after Escape, Frontiers,
Yes.
Raised on Radio. Like all these albums had come out with Neil on them. That everybody in the world was like, "Holy smokes!" And then
yeah. And so, and what's interesting about Neil's talent is like these chords. I'm telling you about his chord knowledge. He can't name one fucking chord. I'm like, Neil, what is that? He goes, I don't know. It's
I saw him on Rick Beato. I saw him on Rick Beato talking about that. Goes, I don't know. I do what I'm playing.
It's true. So he's so brilliant. He sees it, he hears it, and we layer it, and it works. So I knew that it would be great for my career. At that point, you know, you're in your 20s. I didn't give a shit about money. I don't fucking care about money. I wanted to be in the magazines. I wanted to entertain people. And I knew that Neil would help me get there. Really. I mean, I'd be lying if I said, I didn't know that it would help my career. That's fucking bullshit. I knew when Neil Sean's on my team that if, you know, I knew two things. I knew that he recognized that we were at the same level and we could be at the same level. And that was really amazing for me. And then number two, I knew that it was going to catapult us. And it's unfortunate with the grunge shit. Our timing sucked, but the album is still great, and it's still great today. And
it is.
And what an experience, and what I learned. Oh my God!
Now let me ask you. You talked about Dana Strum, and I'm sorry we keep talking about Hot Cherie, but
no, it's okay.
Did Neil add anything to that song? Because to me, the styling of it, the more I think about it, was very Stone in Love. Like Stone in Love has that it has those pauses in it, you know, and
that's an interesting analysis. I don't think we ever tried to compare.
No, I'm not comparing. I'm just saying what style wise, it almost has that similar thing.
No, I mean, that's just Neil's fingers. So we didn't change the song. We didn't change the song much from the way Brunette, my big hair band, performed the song. It's just his fingers. You know, every musician has a different feel, and it just
it's like his signature. It's a
signature. And then Dean's power on the
Dean Castronovo. Oh my God.
Oh, he's insane.
He's amazing.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Well, it's just, you know, I wanted to bring up Hardline too, which was the follow-up to that. There's a song on there called Why.
Tell me why. Oh yeah.
Keep going.
Oh, yeah. I know. That's a cool song. Yeah.
Yeah. So what was that like, you transitioning from that Hardline album where you had this massive song on it and then going into album 2? Was there any pressure on the second album from labels or people saying, do what you did there?
That's a great freaking question. And I don't think I've been, out of 1,245,000 interviews, I don't think I've been asked that question. So God bless you, bro. Yeah, there was a tremendous amount of pressure because, of course, everyone was looking up at a follow-up to Double Eclipse. How do you top Double Eclipse? You know what I mean? I don't know, but I wasn't trying to do that. So a lot of time went by, and it was this record label, Frontiers, that I'm no longer with, but it was with that label that begged me to come out of my therapy sessions, because I needed some time, man. I needed to just kind of rethink where.
Were you listening to the grunge music? Is that what sent you into therapy? Because it was horrible.
Let me just add this real quick. Let me just add this real quick, Tina. The Hardline 2, I don't think came out till 2002, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So you think about that. 90 is 10 years later. This isn't like the second album came out immediately. This was a 10-year gap.
Yeah, because he was in therapy through the whole grunge movement, which was horrible and sad.
I was fucked up. And I needed time, and I also needed to feed a baby. And so my brother and I started a business that became massively successful. Thank you, God. And then I didn't need music at that point for anything because I didn't understand it. Didn't understand this grunge. I couldn't be that guy. And so, but Serafino, the owner of Frontiers, reached out to me and said, no, your voice needs to be heard. You can't stop. He's like, I'll give you this much money. I'm like, I don't need the money. It's not about the money. I'll give you this much money. I said, stop. I don't fucking need the money. It's not about money. It's about, can I deliver something? Am I mentally prepared to do it? And then he kept going on, and every week you have to do it. Finally, I caved. I said, all right, I'll do a record. And that was Hardline 2, which was hard for me to make. It was hard.
The other songs I want to call out though, Do or Die and Hey Girl are my other two favorites on there. There's like when I have personal favorites of those three that I mentioned, why Do or Die or Hey Girl are my favorites.
Do or Die. Yeah, I wrote, oh my God, all these songs. I'm feeling old as shit. Yeah. Cool songs. Definitely moved away from that Double Eclipse feel, I think. But these were songs that I wrote, sitting in my home and just writing. And I don't know, I wanted to put them on the album. They're cool. Hey Girl. I don't remember Hey Girl. It's a kind of slow thing. Anyway, Do or Die. I remember because Do or Die was actually was a brunette song.
Oh,
yeah. And that, and I wanted that on the Double Eclipse album too. We had so many songs for Double Eclipse. There's quite a few unreleased songs that I'd love. MCA Universal had a massive fire, and luckily,
I remember Masters got ruined.
Exactly, but not ours. Hardline, all the Hardline masters are intact. So Hot Cherie is sitting there all horny. On a shelf, feeling.
I'm never gonna live this one down. He's never gonna forget this interview.
No. Oh, we're talking sitting on the shelf with erect nipples.
Woohoo, buddy!
It's so funny.
It's our lucky day.
So luckily that master didn't burn. But yeah, Hardline 2 was hard to make. It was hard to make. I had no idea where I needed to be. I had no idea if the fans were still there. It was just so much uncertainty.
So fast forward to today, making music, not just yourself, but all these young people that are coming out and AI and all the things that are happening right now. What are your thoughts on music today?
Okay, let's cover the AI thing. First of all, on the new Hardline Shout album, there's a major disclaimer. It says, no fucking AI was used to make this album. That's number one. And let me tell you something. I hate computers. I have to use them because that's the method that we record in. But if I can't sing something correctly, I sing it a little flat, a little sharp. I'm not in the right phrasing. Guess what I do? I sing it again. I fucking sing it again until it's right. And I sing it again until it's right. I don't put it into a computer and say, oh, I will stretch that and do that and this chop and cotton and crossfade. Right. What the fuck has happened to music, man? I'm still consider myself the painter on a canvas. I start with something blank. So with Shout, this took us under 2 weeks to write this album because we have just a great chemistry with Hardline today. And creating songs is not a task because we write for ourselves. I don't write to hope that Tina's nipples get hard. Sorry, Tina. I write.
They will, but
or Don's nipples to get hard. Don, I don't want to leave you out. We care about your nipples too, Don. But anyway, we write because we still have the passion to. Oh, go away. I don't have the passion when the bank calls, but we still have the passion to make music. I'm just as excited to create a song and record a song as I was when I was, 16, 17, 18 years old. Really. I get excited. I cry. I listen. I'm like, fuck, we did that. I still can't believe it. I still wonder where the lyrics come from, how they come out. But Shout, for example, we have a formula. I no longer write music anymore. I don't even know. I can't even tell you where my guitars are. I don't know. They're in storage. I don't know.
Right.
I get inspired by music. So Ale and Luca send me pieces of music, and I either hear it or I don't. And I'll immediately go, oh my God, I got it. And later that day, they have a full song in the matter of hours. Lyrics come out and I record them. They're done. I don't go back and agonize. Art, it shouldn't be like, oh, I don't know. Do you think Picasso were like, oh shit, that line's a little crooked. Maybe I'm going to redo. What the fuck? I write, I record, and you guys are listening to a song that was sent to me, a piece of music that I wrote, recorded, and sent it back, and we're done. That's it, each day. So in less than 2 weeks, that album was done. What was that, Tina?
You're a conduit.
Okay.
Things are coming in from the heavens down through you and through your fingers and through your voice. Actually,
so when a song is done, I am extremely thankful to God. And I always tell journalists and fans, when it stops coming, that is when I'm being told you're go fishing, you're done.
Right.
But that hasn't happened yet. So anyway, I'm booked into 2020, the end of 2027. So I have very famous bands saying, hey, Johnny, will you be a guest at our show in August? And I'll say, wow. Which year? Which fucking year are you talking about? Literally. I can't even tell you guys. I've never been so busy in my life, but I love it. I love it.
That's awesome.
I love it. And I have more energy than a raging bull on steroids. Can you tell?
That's because all that health knowledge you have now.
No, I'm an oxymoron rock and roll guy. Today I was up at 4:30 in the morning, and I did a quick 5K run, and then
oh my dear Lord.
Yep, and then I prepared some documents because I'm building you guys. Okay, so I have my beautiful Hardline. I have Axel Rudy Pell, and all the fans kind of cross pollinate. But my biggest passion, and I can't believe this, out of all the rock records I've made, my most favorite music and community is my Crush 40 fans. Are you guys familiar with my gaming music?
No.
Okay, so I have been nominated for a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for my contribution to gaming music. I wrote the biggest hits ever for the Sonic the Hedgehog Sega franchise. So the last Sonic 3 movie, Jim Carrey, that's yes. My music. That's
I did read about it.
Yeah,
yes.
That's what you learn. This is my stuff. And I am building the biggest visually immersive theatrical show using my theater knowledge and my music. I have over $2 million in projection alone in this show, and I'm taking the show around the world for these incredible, loyal and community of Sonic and Crush 40 fans.
That's fantastic.
It's so fun. So that's my 27, end of 27.
Johnny at the Sphere.
Yeah. End of 27, kids, I'm going fishing at the end of 27. I might wrap it up.
I don't blame
you.
Johnny, we play a game here. Don probably said something earlier, but we have this table game called Song Story that is exclusively for Press Play. Okay. And this tells us a little bit about who you are behind your own music, right? Like, okay. And I'm just going to grab one of these beautiful coffee table cards, and we're going to ask you a question or two, just because, it tells us a little bit about you.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, good.
All right.
Okay, you just showed your 50 with the glasses.
I did, right?
I got them too, girl. Trust me.
Okay. You can take one album with you to a deserted island. Which is it?
I hate this question. Can I tell you why? All right.
Because there's not one. I know.
No,
you have to pick one.
No, Tina. Oh, okay. God, really? I thought I liked you, but now hatred.
Oh, you love me.
I do. Okay. So I told you I'm a weird rocker. I never had an album collection. I never collected CDs. I never collected albums. I don't have one in my house because I never wanted to be influenced by other
something.
bands. That's
I
so
get that.
weird. No, but okay, but wait. So Love at First Sting, Scorpions. I love Scorpions.
I do too. They're going to be in Vegas. I'm excited about it. I'm thinking it's going to be over my birthday. I think I might go.
Happy birthday. You should go.
Still Loving You is one of the greatest ballads ever
You're
written.
loving you. So I've done a lot of shows with those guys. I've had dinners with them. I'll tell you a funny story. I always segue into these stories. I'm sitting having dinner with Klaus Meiner and Scorpions guys. Well, actually in Bulgaria on a big national television show, late night show. And how do you tell a guy who's much older than you that he's like your idol guy without making him feel old, right? You have to be careful. So I said, I'm sitting next to Klaus. I said, Klaus, you've been such an inspiration to me, my music career. That covered that. You know what Klaus said to me? He looked back at me, he said, Johnny, in his German accent, he goes, Johnny, that's dynamite. And he literally fucking sang it out. And I'm like, yes, I love you. So yeah, I'd take any Scorpions record I would take on the deserted island. Next.
So basically you'd have to take a greatest hits or something.
Yeah, that would be good.
That would be good. Okay, one more question. Okay.
Yes, yep.
What music gets you through tough times?
Ooh. Oh, wow. That's a really good one.
It could be a genre. It could be a music. It could be a band. It could be a song.
All right. So we all need our like our safe place, like, right? So we need something to calm us down.
Right.
This is so weird, but I listen to, if I'm gonna listen to music, which I don't really like in the car, I want fucking silence. I'm not listening to music. Silence. I'm certainly not playing any rock and roll. I love a smooth jazz. Dave Koz. I like smooth jazz. If I'm in a bad place, I put on some smooth jazz in my ears and I vacuum.
Oh, that's so fun.
I'm really into cleaning. I like clean. Clean is my thing. That's me. It's weird.
Oh my gosh. You and I are kindred souls.
Why, you don't like clean?
I love clean.
Oh, okay. Clean and organized is my thing. Call me OCD. I don't care, but I need everything like in order.
What's your sign?
I'm a Libra. October 5th, 1967. I'm a Libra. Yeah.
I'm a Virgo Libra cusp.
Okay, that's good. I don't know anything about this shit, but okay.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
Don, what are you, Don?
I got you.
I'm an Aries.
You're an Aries. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Aries. I don't even know what the hell month that is. Help me out.
April 5th is my.
Yep.
Oh, April coming up. Okay, cool.
It's coming up.
Hey man, I think it's
and I'm crossing I'm turning Sammy Hagar age, 55.
Oh, right on.
55, yeah.
Okay, great. Congratulations, man. Actually, I think there's an Axel Rudy Pell or a Hardline show on that day, so you should treat yourself to an airplane flight to Europe and come to a show.
We should. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Watch
I
Tina.
will VIP you guys like you've never been VIP'd before.
Dance around the stage. Invite Tina on stage and
do it.
Look at this 30-year-old girl. Isn't she cute?
Yeah, look at her. Absolutely.
Well, Johnny, it's been an absolute honor. How can people find you, Johnny? Your band or information about you? They can't.
I hide. I'm in the Bulgarian mountains, man, in the middle of the forest. Actually, my beautiful daughter, which I can't believe, is getting married this Saturday. So I'm back east. I just left Europe. So they can find me by just Googling my shit because I am a social idiot. I know I have an Instagram, a Twitter, a this one, or that, a TikTok, a tickety-tickety talk.
We'll link them on our site, and you'll see when we're done here. But Johnny, thank you for taking time out. And like I said, sit tight. We're going to wrap up with you. But thanks, everyone, for watching. We'll be back with another one. Hardline. Johnny, thank you, man, for being here.
Fun
interview. Guys. Don, Tina, love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, Johnny, if you could do
press play.
Right, exactly. Just say like your name, however you want to introduce yourself, and saying you're listening to Press Play Radio, and then we'll do one more after that. Says Press Play Radio Conversations. So the start with Press Play Radio.
Okay, I've never done one of these before, so I don't know. I will try. No, I'm kidding you. I'm kidding you. I'm kidding you. I'm kidding. Don, you're so gullible.
I am gullible.
You're so gullible. Oh, now the air conditioning kicked on when I didn't want it to.
That's all right. I can't hear it.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we're fine.
Okay, here we go.